Well, this is a portrait of Julius Caesar from 1st century BC in the museum at Sparta. Archaeological Museum at Sparta. Ptolemy III is a statue head at the left. Votive masks at the Archaeological Museum of Sparta. Notice the old geysers at the bottom from the Temple of Artemis. The early Roman theater of Old Sparta, built around 30 BC, held 17,000 people in its seats. You don't see most of them. They're under the grass. The entrance to the modern city of Mystra by the ancient city. Starting out our hike in Mystra, heading for a mule track. Entering Mystra, we see a beautiful church with a clock. Greek Orthodox. The mule track that we're starting on.
To begin with, this
on the mule track in Mystra.
Mule track.
Well, maybe we're off the track now, but we're almost on the mule. We can hear water on this mule track down there. A little chapel off the trail, and quite a ridge. And a view of mountains or hills. Down to this gorge or whatever it is, there's a little waterfall and a river. Look. That is an anemone.
Yes, it is.
And apparently anemones are more common in this trek on Mystra. There's a better look at the source of the water. This rushing stream. On the trail in Mystra, the waterfall that creates the rushing stream we saw earlier. Nice mountain views from the trail in Mystra. And some crags. Now we're on a rougher trail here through some foliage. Don't worry, Our destination is that castle. The top. A Judas tree on the trail with pods hanging down, making it picturesque. These flowers are sycamine with very pretty leaves, so I am told. Here's a running stream along the trail. Notice the water is quite clear. The other side of the running stream looks pretty. There's a little waterfall at the end. Okay, well, those are plane trees, the white ones. P-L-A-N-E. I am told. Hang on, and just an old tree on the trail, and people hoofing it up. More wildflowers along the trail, and big bushes like this cistus flower. That is a bee on a cistus flower. The castle of Mystra, where we're headed, in Mystra. These are the steps leading up to the castle of Mystra from the entrance, 15 minutes up to the tower. Many wildflowers blooming along the path to the castle right near the entrance to the castle gates. The path to the castle of Mystra, built in 1249 by the Franks, taken over 50 years later by the Byzantines. Inside the castle of Mystra, lots of wildflowers on the side. One of the lower entranceways in the castle. That is the keep of Castle Mystra. But this is the Hagia Sophia, built in 1350, a very large and prominent Byzantine church in Mystra. Outside the church of Hagia Sophia, you have commanding views because Mystra is on a hill. Inside Hagia Sophia, the frescoes are in terrible shape, but there's a typical Byzantine image of Christ and angels and disciples. Mystra was a large and populated city during the Turkish regime after 1450 and before. And the stairway to the upper city of Mystra, the gate to the upper city of Mystra over there. Ahead of us is the Peloponnese church, built in 1429 by the Byzantines. Altar of the Church of the Peloponnese, from fairly modern, and frescoes from 1430. Virgin Mary and the Ascension of Christ. I continued on from Peloponnese on. This is the path to the monastery, but it's awfully long. I've been going down a long time. Well, finally at the monastery built in the 14th century. It's supposed to have nice frescoes. We shall see. At the monastery of Mystra, there's a dignified ruin right there, very dignified, I think. Inside the monastery of Mystra, frescoes, very old and worn. A small Agios Georgios, that's the name, chapel near the monastery. No frescoes though, but quaint architecture.